Alright, everybody. First, I want to apologize for the slow content releases as of late. As everyone knows, 2020 has been a washout, so my family and I have been digging in, taking everything as it comes. Our Walt Disney World trip was postponed twice, and now we're going to need to reschedule again. Hopefully 2021 will be a better year for it. Other than a nice family vacation, a big reason we are going is for the lightsaber workshop and the droid workshop. Both things seem to be staying closed this year. We're heartbroken, but we will not pay for a subpar experience with no Star Wars interaction. So, we decided to get some much needed home remodeling done. I've been doing the work myself and mostly alone. My wife has been doing an amazing job with keeping up with the house, the kids, and the grandkids. I've felt a vacancy in the Star Wars area of my life though, so I put down the tool belt and am fulfilling my obsession. With that said, here goes. Force ghosts are a huge part of Star Wars lore. It is now expected that when a Jedi dies, he will become a Force ghost, or she. Why didn't we see Ben Solo as a Force ghost? Why are Force ghosts interacting with the physical world? We don't seem to know all the rules. However, Force ghost sightings are limited. So this is my theory as to what Force ghosts actually are. It's only a theory, or rather a possibility, but much like the Darth Jar Jar theory, it'll never be confirmed by the Lucasfilm story group. So please don't take this as fact. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more cool Star Wars content as it's released.
Do it.
And check out my website in the description.
Do it.
I'm going to apologize right offhand. I'm not going to give a backstory as to what Force Ghosts are. If you don't know what a Force Ghost is, go back and watch you some Star Wars. If you're watching this, you're probably as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, or bigger, and don't really need explanation. If you've watched the Clone Wars animated series, you've already known Qui-gon Jinn was the first Jedi, that we know of, that has learned the skill of becoming a Force Ghost. However, his training wasn't completed. He was only able to speak to Yoda, other than his appearance on the Force-sensitive planet of Mortis. He spoke to Yoda and sent him on a journey to learn this skill. That set off a chain reaction of Jedi learning the skill of becoming a Force Ghost. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Anakin, that still has to be explained to me for some reason, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia, or General Organa, whichever you want to call her, all appeared to one Jedi or another as Force Ghosts. However, how many people actually saw these mystical spirits? Seriously, how many people actually witnessed these Force projections of lives past? Let's break it down. First, Qui-Gon speaks to Yoda. Second, Obi-Wan speaks to, and later appears to, Luke Skywalker. Obi-Wan also appears to Luke and Yoda together. Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin appear to Luke. Yoda appears to Luke alone. Luke appears to Rey. Luke and Leia appear to Rey. What do all these have in common? Well, appearances seem to be limited to one Jedi at a time. And I already know what you're thinking. Well, what about when Yoda appeared to Obi-Wan and Luke?
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Luke wasn't a Jedi yet. Just Yoda was. So I'll explain that here in just a little bit. Voice has only been heard by a maximum of 2 Jedi at a time, with no appearance. So... Okay, and here's the theory part, and you knew this would be coming sooner or later. In the theory, I will pose one possibility, and that possibility will raise more questions and speculations, and I'm sure a little bit of heartache and butthurt. What if the Force Ghosts aren't actually visible representations of the Jedi past? What if they are representation to show us, as viewers and diehard fans, that the Jedi aren't just insane? When Palpatine was killed by Darth Vader, he transferred his essence into a clone of himself, pretty much possessing that clone. It's a possibility that this was not the first time he has done so. But I'll save that part for another video. Palpatine was a powerful Force user, and most likely learned this from his own master, Darth Plagueis. Where did Plagueis learn it from? Perhaps the same 5 beings that taught Qui-Gon and Yoda. So, what if what they learned wasn't a manifestation visible to the Jedi? I had this thought one day as I was working on my remodeling at my house. What if they actually transferred their essences into the next Jedi in line? Not like a poltergeist or demon where they're taking over the entire body, but rather their power and teachings and their thoughts given to that Jedi, almost like a gift. Not like a Sith may by completely taking over the body, but rather combining with the host. Maybe. Am I though? Think about it. Qui-Gon could have transferred his essence to Yoda, but only partially. Obi-Wan could have transferred his essence to Luke and Yoda. The same with Yoda. Yoda could have transferred his essence to Luke, and Obi-Wan would have went with it. Luke and Leia could have transferred their essences to Rey. This would stand to strengthen that Jedi for their next trials. Obi-Wan and Yoda strengthened Luke to beat Vader. Qui-Gon could strengthen Yoda to beat the Emperor, but his training wasn't complete, and Yoda was defeated. As Rey said, "I am all the Jedi," just as she began to defeat Palpatine. What we witnessed, as fans, was a visible representation of what we normally would not see because it was inside the living Jedi. The conversations played out in their heads, and we got to see and hear it, as fans and viewers. The lack of visibility of Qui-Gon meant he wasn't as strong inside Yoda due to his incomplete training, so we only heard his voice and didn't see his manifestation. There isn't a lot of proof. Really, there isn't much proof at all. This is just my theory, or a thought. But if you want to think about it, Obi-Wan, when Luke was getting ready to leave Dagobah the first time to find Darth Vader, save his friends, all that stuff, Obi-Wan told him, "If you leave now, I cannot help you." To me, that feels like he's saying, "You're not a Jedi yet. I'm not fully in you. I fully cannot help you. Part of me is still with Yoda." But I could be crazy. Like I mentioned, it seems the living Jedi was more powerful after the dead Jedi spoke or appeared to them. Let's not forget that only one Jedi at a time has seen the Force ghosts, other than that instance with Luke and Yoda. But like we discussed, Luke was not a Jedi yet. Well, Star Wars fanatic, that's because no other Force-sensitive beings were around when they appeared. That's not true. Leia was there when the trio of fallen Jedi appeared to Luke at the end of Return of the Jedi, and she did not react. This would have been something new for Leia, and she definitely would have reacted had she seen them, especially since we know she knew Ben Kenobi, to some extent or another. All theories have flaws, whether it's within the Star Wars community, or the science community, or math club, or chess club, or anything like that. So really this is up to you to disseminate if you want to believe it, or if you feel like I've got something here. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So that's my theory about Force ghosts not actually being ghosts, but rather what we see as ghosts because we cannot see inside the Jedi they transferred their essence into. The Rise of Skywalker really solidified this for me, as well as some Legends material about Palpatine and essence transfer. But what do you think? Leave a comment. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate mail, and some will disagree. But my whole theory is about getting fans to think of new possibilities. Actually, that's what my whole channel's about, getting you to think of new possibilities, new ways of looking at things, new points of view, rather than accepting what we see as fact and no deeper meaning. There's always a deeper meaning. George Lucas studied Shakespeare, and we all know how many layers that guy used to mask his true message. But I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for taking time out of this crazy world. Be safe out there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to my channel.
Do it.
is crush the like button to support the content,
Do it.
and leave a comment as to what you think of this theory.
Do it.
And may the Force be with you, always.